Okay, guys, so let's look at slicing. Uh, so I'm not going to get rid of this and I'll change this to slicing. So I'm going to create using the age variable and we have x2, 3, 4. So let's say I want to get the item from 1 to 3. So this is just a bare list. How we do this in list is we say I'll put this inside of a print function so that we can actually print it. So the task is to get from 1 to 3, right? Right? And in order to do this, we use slicing, right? To remove it. I won't say we're not removing. To get a piece of item that starts at a certain index and ends at a certain index, right? So we're trying to get from index 0 to index 2, which is 1, 2, and 3. We're going to get this out of the array. We kind of like slicing it out of the array, but it doesn't. That's why I said I'm not supposed to be using the word remove because it doesn't remove. It doesn't change this array. This array is still going to remain um with the values or the items 1, 2, 3, and 4. What's just going to happen when we use slicing on this array to get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? That it's just going to help us print out the items from 1 to 3 without modifying this. So in order to do this, we use the square brackets, and then we tell computer or we tell Python, okay, we want to start at index what? Index 0. That's a start and an end. And then with a colon. And if we count, we want to get 1, 2, 3. This is 0, this is 1, and this is 2, right? But we're not going to say 2. It's just like the range function when you say, um, give me a range of numbers between 0 and 2, right? It's going to give you from 0 to 1, but not including 2. So that's the same thing that's going to happen here. If we say from 0, give us 1, 2, and 3. So what we'll say is from 0, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put 3 here. Give me from index 0 to 0, from to index 2, but not including 3, right? So if I should print this, we have 1, 2, 3, right? This same method of using this same syntax of using indexing here is here as the same thing. So just keep that in mind. So that's for slicing. That's how we do slicing. There are a couple of more advanced ways to do slicing. You can check about that if you're interested to learn more about slicing. But I'm going to be showing you guys how to do slicing, how to perform slicing on a NumPy array. So I'm going to convert this array now to a NumPy array. Say it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5. Yeah. So let's say we're trying to get from we want to get 3, 4, 5, right? We want to just get the items of the array 3, 4, 5. We want to access 3, 4, 5. What we do is print. Where does 3 start from? What index does 3 start from? Let's start from the beginning. 0, 1, and 2. Fine. Then we say age, bracket. Then we say 2, and then we say colon, right? And where do we want to stop this slicing from? We want to stop it at 0. Sorry, okay, sorry. No, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So whenever we're trying to slice an index with a start number of 1 or 2 or 3, that will slice from the start to the end, right? Whenever we're trying to slice from any start number to the end, if we say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, if I put 4 here as the index, obviously 4 is 5. Let's see what happens. We already had 3, 4 back, but it asks us to get 3, 4, 5, right? So whenever we're slicing an array or a list, and we're going to include the last index, do not attach anything here. Just leave it empty, leave it blank. It's like kind of like saying uh, 0 there. Just leave it blank. So this will just take the start, but till infinity, right? Till the sequence is exhausted. till the item or the array is exhausted. So I'll just do a CLS here. And if I run this, we now have 3, 4, 5. So this will start here and then till the end, get everything to the end. So that's how to perform a slice and start. So what if I'm going to show you a second example using only one uh, value provided here. The second example is, for example, we want to get 1, 2, and 3. So how do we do this? We could say 0 here, which we obviously did before previously. We say 0 here, we want to get 0, 1, 2, 3. This is 0, 1, and 2. And we say 3 here. So here I have 1, 2, 3, all with the start of index 0 and with the ending of index 3, but it's not going to include index 3, which is 4. But now we want to get 1, 2, 3, just as we did here. So how we do this is we can get rid of 0 and just leave our code like this, right? And then we still have the same results. So what this will interpret this as is that since it's empty, Python will say, okay, start at index 0 and then up to not including index 3, which is 4. So that's for slicing. So we're going to look at more complicated and more advanced, I won't say advanced anyways. Uh, how do we slice a two-dimension array, right? So I'm going to create a two-dimensional array now. So I'll get rid of this, create my first array, and I'll create my second array inside of this, and I'll say 1, 2, 3. I'll create another array inside of the first array I created, is 4, 5, 6, right? So we want to slice um, this array now. So let's say we want to get just 5 and 6. We want to get 5 and 6 from this item now. Take a minute or a second, pause the video and try that. Okay, so if you actually try that, how we're going to get this done is still following the same approach where we use age variable and indexing, right? So what are we trying to get here? We're trying to get access to this array here. So if I should put this in a format that is more readable, a format that is this down, this, yeah. This is quite more readable. So this is our first index and the second index here, but this is denoted as index 0, index 1. So we're trying to access this array here. So we say index 1, comma. What are we trying to slice? We're trying to slice, just get only 5 and 6. I think that's what I said previously. So we're trying to get 5 and 6. So how do we do that? This is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So what we do is we'd say 0, start at 1, yes, 1, and then, yeah, so that's it, 1, and then get us the rest of the value to the end. So that's what this means. So I've saved this, the CLS, I run this, excuse me. So yeah, see how we got the index of this arrays using slicing here. So we just got the 5 and 6 of this two-dimensional array. Yeah, so that's for slicing in with NumPy arrays. So